As you all know, PA boot over out of the bunch tight end is every single year one of the best plays in Madden. Now, in this year's game, we've actually gone through kind of an evolution of the meta around this play, but the constant remains. PA boot over is a great play. And right now, there is a one-play touchdown formula out of this particular play that beats every single coverage. Doesn't matter if it's cover 2, cover 3, or match coverage. You're going to be able to throw the post over the top for the one-play score. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys the shell and the adjustment that you need that shuts down this play and allows you to stop this play once and for all. Let's get into it. What is up, guys? Here for the Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to show you guys how to shut down PA boot over. Now, in order to understand how to shut this down, we're first going to break down how it beats all of the main coverages that you face every single day in online head-to-head, or all the main coverages that you guys run in online head-to-head. So let's go ahead and break it down. Obviously, you guys know at this point, PA boot over, you want to make sure that you take your fastest player possible, and that is the player that runs the skinny post. So I'm going to put Tyreek Hill on this route. I'm then going to put in, really doesn't matter beyond that, to be honest with you. The post is probably the most important route. Now, the key with this particular play is that you have your bunch on the short side of the field. So I'm going to take you guys through Tampa 2. I'm also going to run a little cover 3 sky. We'll run a little bit of match as well. And then we'll get into the counter that you guys are going to be using to stop this play. So let's start off with Tampa 2. So with this play, as I mentioned, you're going to want the ball with the bunch on the short side of the field. So I'm going to place the ball on the left hash, bunch to the left. And the route combo that everybody likes to run is the post, streak, whip, lock, wheel. So your play art's going to look like this. And players are going to end up taking their double team icon and placing it on the player that is the edge rusher on the tight end side. And what that does is that makes it so that the contain man, if there is one, gets sealed into a double team block. Now, yesterday we did a video on how to prevent that from happening. So if you guys struggle with the quarterback rollout, you guys need to go check out yesterday's video, and you're going to apply today's coverage to that particular video to get a total shutdown of this play. But today we're going to be focusing on coverage. And what ends up happening is once you get that little suction, he's going to roll out and they're going to chuck this skinny post all the way over the top for the one play score. So the reason that this works is that the running back wheel that is found in this setup is going to pull down deep zones of basically all types. It doesn't matter if it's a cover 2 shell, it's going to pull down the deep half. So if you're taking a look, this is the deep half defender. And when there is a wheel, he is going to bite down, which allows that post to get behind him and over the top of his head for the easy lob. And you see right there, he's a good, 10 yards plus behind that particular route, almost 15 yards behind it. And you see that that ends up being an easy score. So what you're going to end up wanting to do with this particular play is likely try to maybe put a guy into a middle third, right? So you might go ahead and think, okay, well, I'm going to stay in my Tampa 2. Let me just go ahead and take this guy right here, Young, and I'm going to put him into the middle third in between those two safeties. And you would think that would be a good idea, except for the part where if you could just roll out and let that post still get across his face, you're going to notice that you could chuck that ball and he's still going to be able to win. I hope you guys are liking today's video. If you guys are, could you do me a quick favor as we push towards 11,000 subscribers here on the channel? Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. It helps the video get pushed out to people who are looking for Madden tutorial content. And also make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so that way you guys know when I upload every single day. You guys can hit that notification bell and get those Monday through Friday, early morning to early afternoon uploads. Always teaching you guys the ways to counter the meta, much like you're seeing here in today's video. Right here, obviously, I'm showing this to you with Tyreek, who's 99 speed, and Mahomes, who's got an absolute cannon of an arm. Now let's go ahead and move on to cover 3. So cover 3 is going to be bombed the exact same way with this setup. So most players use the whip just because it gives you a check down option that also beats man. But if you're running any type of cover 3 with this, the wheel is going to pull down the outside third, meaning Patrick Surtain on this play. And as we saw in the previous example, that middle third doesn't do a good enough job of staying on that. So again, if your opponent can get to the outside, roll out, set their feet, and launch, you're going to have not only the one play touchdown over the top to Tyreek, but you may have noticed that that wheel route was also open. Let me go ahead and show that to you again. So I'm going to go into the cover 3. Go ahead and do that. And what we're going to do is we are going to run the post streak whip, block the tight end, wheel the running back. And I want you to watch this running back wheel. When I get to the outside here, you're going to notice that I actually end up with an outside pass lead that I can rip down the sideline to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And that's also a one-play score. If you guys are enjoying this free YouTube content, I would strongly urge you to go over to my strategy website. GridironGameplansgg is your one-stop source for all things competitive Madden. Every week in our Vault Update, we take a look at the meta, or the most effective tactics available being used by pro players on the MCS circuit, breaking down not only how and why the pros do what they do, but most importantly, how you can counter those metas when you face them in online gameplay. On top of that, your subscription also includes any and every offensive and defensive game plan released on the website while your subscription is active, and access to our Discord server, where every single Wednesday, we have a live lab session covering the week's Vault content and any questions you guys have about Madden. So make sure you guys head over to GridironGameplansgg. $9.95 per month unlocks the entire website. So this play is really, really tough to stop, especially from cover 2 or cover 3. Now, most of you either run maybe a cover 3 sky, or you maybe run the Tampa 2 or the pinch 2 out of the 2-4-5 odd. The rest of us, we run match. So what ends up happening with match is pretty much the same drill. So again, with the same route combo of post, streak, whip, block the tight end, wheel the running back, double team on the edge, you're going to notice that the post is just going to beat the match. So then you're just looking to, throw that ball all the way over the top. You see that Tyreek being screaming fast, runs and is able to run away from that for a one-play score. So the coverage that you want to stop this particular concept is a cover 3 cloud, but not just any cloud zone. You actually need the cloud zone that is found, or the outside deep third zone that is found in Corner Blitz 3. I'm going to go ahead and show this to you because this is something that is going to be a little bit shocking. I'm actually going to throw cover 3 cloud in my audibles to show you that there is actually a difference between Corner Blitz 3 and cover 3 cloud. So cover 3 cloud's in the audibles here, and here's Corner Blitz 3. And what we're going to do here is we are in the Corner Blitz 3. We're going to take that outside corner and put him into a hard flat. You could also individually man up the running back on the wheel. That is something that I think is also a good idea. And I'll explain why here in a minute. But what we're going to do from there is we're going to shade our coverage down, and then we are going to protect the sticks. And what protecting the sticks oftentimes does is it makes those deep zones a little bit better against the bombs over the top. So when I go to roll out and throw this deep post over the top, I want you to watch that outside third. See how he books it and just turns and runs straight to that route? Now you see right there that Tyreek Hill is special and Patrick Mahomes is special. But if you guys are playing, Madden Ultimate Team, this is the difference right here. If you take a look at Surtain is considerably slower than Tyreek. So what we're noticing here with this particular concept is when you're getting bombed by this particular coverage, Surtain is 93 speed, Tyreek is 99. He's giving up 6 speed, and the only difference in this is maybe a half step. And this doesn't occur in MUT. In MUT, you're talking differences at most. More often than not, you're looking at a wide receiver that's maybe 2, 3 at the most speed faster. And right here, this is how tight a throw is with 6 speed difference. And also with Patrick Mahomes having a premier arm, maxed out. But what you see right here is Surtain just responds to this and gets back there. And you see that it was a half step, maybe about a yard and a half, and he gets hit on this. So if I were to put anyone else on the field here, in fact, I'm going to go put Mecole Hardman, who is also faster than Mahomes, and I'm going to show you exactly how that particular concept plays. So you guys clearly see that the gap narrows down significantly when we run the Corner Blitz 3. Now what I'm going to do from an offense perspective is I'm going to put Mecole Hardman in the Tyreek Hill spot, and you're going to see that all of a sudden this is now covered. So really the only way this is going to get open against this particular tip that I'm providing you is if your opponent has like a delta, or a difference in is what delta means, a delta of like 6+ speed. So now we're just going to put Mecole Hardman on this route against the same concept. Now, again, keep in mind that I said that you want to make sure to set this up out of the Corner Blitz 3 rather than the cover 3 cloud. That's going to make sense here in a moment. I promise you I'm going to get to that. But again, with this same concept, if I go with the streak, the post, and the whip to the left side, and then I block the tight end and wheel the running back, even with the rollout designed, again, our setup with this is shade underneath, man up the running back, and protect the sticks. I want you to watch how Surtain plays this. So even when I get that rollout, which you guys can prevent with our tip from yesterday, Again, you see right there how this behaves. Now, actually right there, what happened was our man up didn't occur. And that's kind of the spoiler that we're about to get to. When you run the corner blitz 3, you're going to notice that the way that this behaves is that the act of manning up the running back wheel makes it so that the zones around do not end up getting sucked down by that particular route. So the logic that's happening right here is when you man up that running back, so the act of putting Fuller on Clyde Edwards-Helaire makes it so that Surtain will not get pulled down by that particular route. So when we go back and we do the protect the sticks on this makes it so that way the player that is in that outside third on the top does not dumb out to that route. So when I go to throw this, you see Surtain gets on a beeline and he gets back there to basically make a catch tackle animation. And again, right there in that scenario is kind of what it looks like when you're giving up like 4 or 5 speed, right? Again, Mecole Hardman pretty darn fast. I believe that right there was a 97 against a 93. So that was like 4 speed difference. Again, you're talking 2 or 3 speed at the most in mud. So again, let me show you what this looks like when we man up the running back and protect the sticks. This is going to end up with this route combo no longer getting open. So we snap this football, we go to roll out, watch Surtain, doesn't get pulled down by the wheel, and he beelines straight back. And there you go. You see Surtain? That time he gets what was a dropped interception. So nothing there is going to get open when you run this. Now let me run that cover 3 cloud again. In this situation, we call cover 3 cloud. If I want to shade down, protect the sticks, because that running back is not manned up, that is why Surtain will get significantly out of position compared to our other setups. So you see right here, no man up on the running back, Surtain's lost in the sauce, and we're able to throw that ball over his head. So now let's go ahead and go back into the Tampa 2, right? So if we go to the Tampa 2 and we call that coverage, and let's say this time I'm going to take this guy right here, Reed, and I man up the running back. If I run that same route combo, you're going to see here that because he's manned up, that safety doesn't bite as much, but it's still enough for it to be a bomb, right? So it doesn't work out of cover 2. So now let's run an actual cover 3 here. So I'm going to run like a cover 3 buzz. Again, I'm just going to man up the running back here. So I'm going to put, let's go ahead and run it like this. I'm going to man up, protect the sticks, and I'm going to man up the running back. So right here, now we're looking at Fuller in the outside third to see if he gets back into that throwing lane. And what you're going to notice is that it's not going to work the same. So we snap this ball. Even though the wheel's manned up, look at that outside third Fuller. And you see that because he's low, that gives you that opportunity to squeeze that ball in over the top of his head. So it really has to be the cloud or the cover 3 cloud style coverage with the safety in the outside third, as opposed to a cover 3 sky where there's a corner dropping back off the sideline to make this work. So again, let me show this to you once more. Here's the corner blitz 3. We're going to shade our coverage down to take away the whip, any type of drags, any quick flats. We're going to man up the running back. Then from there, we're going to protect the sticks. You can do whatever you want beyond that. And if I go to that one play, this route combo that everyone likes to spam, get that double team right there. Actually, we ended up with, it kind of glitched out on us. The guy that manned up did not end up staying on the running back. So let's go ahead and shade underneath, man up the running back, protect the sticks. There we go, man up the running back. I think the act of protecting the sticks actually changes that assignment just for what it's worth. But even when you run it this way, now that we have the running back manned up and we're protecting the sticks out of 3 cloud, now you see that Surtain doesn't get fooled by that. And he runs straight back. And you see right there that he's right there to make that tackle, or, you know, in MUT, that's going to be an interception for you. In regs, where we're talking about the 2 fastest receivers or 2 of the fastest receivers in the game, the Chiefs are always going to be a problem. But you see how tight that throw is now against the Chiefs. And you guys can play accordingly when it comes to your Madden Ultimate Team rosters. Obviously, when it comes to defending this in regs, your fastest DB possible needs to be the one that is in that protect the sticks deep outside third at that safety position. So hopefully this video was beneficial for you guys. I know that it was kind of a lot, helped to kind of explain exactly why this works. And, you know, obviously manning up the running back and protect the sticks, how to cover 3 cloud. Nice little workaround here for the PA boot over. Hopefully this reaches you guys well. Again, Happy New Year's. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, this is Ian in the lab, and good luck.